says to Ramaphosa, why is this man not in jail? Why are you not arresting this man? He simply means, why are you not killing this man?
Welcome back to AfriPlus News Channel, your #1 destination for bold, independent, and unapologetically African stories. If you're new here, do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss any critical updates that shape the destiny of our continent. In a recent bold and unfiltered statement, the leader of South Africa's economic freedom fighters, Julius Malema, has once again drawn global attention. He revealed, for the second time, that the United States of America is plotting to take his life, a claim that echoes with chilling similarity the fate that befell former Libyan leader, Muammar Gaddafi.
Mr. Malema, you spoke a lot about your safety, especially given the utterances that were made by Mr. Trump. We see also an increased number of security. Are you really fearful for your life? And secondly, just to speak about how do those utterances by Mr. Trump, how do they affect the EFF, especially going into the local government elections?
Well, I'm not fearful. As a revolutionary, part of being killed is one of those honors you must wear with pride. But I'm not going to be reckless. When he says to Ramaphosa, why is this man not in jail? Why are you not arresting this man? He simply means, why are you not killing this man? Because this man wants to kill white people. That's what he believes. And imperialism, especially the USA, it makes such remarks meaning something different. If you remember how they killed Gaddafi, they said no-fly zone and any other necessary means in Libya. And that meant Gaddafi is going to be killed. And that's how they took care of that situation in Libya. So we know imperialism killed. The president of South Africa was unable to defend the constitution of South Africa to say, this thing that you are accusing him of and saying to us we must arrest him. Firstly, we are a constitutional democracy and we are governed by the rule of law. The judiciary has expressed itself on this matter, including the highest court in the land. If I arrest him for that, then I will be violating the constitution of South Africa, which I must respect. He failed to do that. So when a president fails to do that, you have a responsibility to defend yourself. And that's exactly what we're doing. The EFF is more powerful now. Everybody else, all of you, including Sam Kelo, you said EFF is dead, EFF is irrelevant, and all of that, only to find it in the Oval Offices and to find it in the White House. And for a USA president to argue with the South African president who's in denial, who says, this is just a small party, it's so insignificant. He says, that's not a small party. This party can gather 100,000 people under one roof in a stadium where I can't even see a single empty seat. You can't say that is a small party. We are not a small party. That's why imperialism is very scared of us.
According to Malema, America is retracing the same deadly steps it took in removing Gaddafi, steps cloaked under the veil of diplomacy, but fueled by imperialist interest and neocolonial ambitions. Now pause and think, why would a sovereign political leader in Africa be so certain and outspoken about threats from a Western power? What gives him such clarity and courage to speak so openly, knowing the consequences of such accusations? Is it because he knows that African soil has been the stage of too many silent assassinations and silent takeovers disguised as democratic intervention?
And then Obama killed Gaddafi. And then nothing has happened. We're here today with Libya being destroyed and unable to recover because of America. We know very well that where NATO gets involved, those are terrorists. We know very well where the US says we are going in to install peace, that place will never know peace as long as America has visited that place.
And why are the global media houses silent on this shocking declaration? Is the world afraid of the truth that Malema might be uncovering? Or is the global system so rigged that it only amplifies voices that favor the Western agenda? Friends, these are not light statements. They come from a man whose political journey is rooted in radical Pan-Africanism and economic liberation. Julius Malema has repeatedly stood against foreign exploitation, demanding the return of African land and resources to African people. Could this be why he's now a target? What does it mean for the rest of Africa if our brave voices are silenced one by one? Who will be left to defend the truth? This is not the first time Julius Malema is raising the alarm over Western aggression in Africa. From the chambers of South Africa's parliament to global media platforms, Malema has fearlessly called out America, NATO, and other Western forces for their brutality towards progressive African leaders. He has warned about the manipulation of elections, the economic sabotage of resistant governments, and the assassination of bold African voices. Time and again, Malema has drawn parallels between what happened to Thomas Sankara, Patrice Lumumba, Muammar Gaddafi, and others, with what is unfolding today across the continent. And now, he believes his own life is in danger. Yet, the silence from African governments is deafening. How many African leaders have to die before we wake up? How many revolutions must be crushed before we realize that the enemy is not just among us, but above us, operating through sophisticated means, both visible and invisible? Viewers, do you think Julius Malema is paranoid or prophetic? Is he crying wolf, or is he pointing us to a truth we all refuse to confront? Let us know your thoughts, respectfully, in the comment section. While these geopolitical tensions escalate, a powerful wave of youth resistance is gathering strength in Togo. In a country long plagued by dictatorship, political stagnation, and systemic suppression, the youth are preparing for what could be one of the most significant uprisings in recent West African history. This June, they are planning a mass protest to demand an end to decades of bad governance. These young people, armed not with guns but with voices, vision, and a hunger for freedom, are standing up to a political class that has failed them for generations. Their cries echo those of young Africans in Burkina Faso, Senegal, Nigeria, and the DRC. What fuels such bold defiance in the face of military threats, imprisonment, and state-sponsored violence? It is the unbearable weight of hopelessness. It is the fire of dignity. And it is the shared dream of a better Africa, an Africa where leadership serves the people, not Western interest. Are we witnessing the rise of a new African consciousness? Is this the beginning of the long-awaited youth-led revolution that will sweep through every corrupt regime on the continent? And where are you in all this, viewer? Are you part of the change or a spectator? Are you ready to raise your voice for justice, or will you continue to scroll in silence? Today's stories are not just headlines, they are warnings, wake-up calls, and windows into Africa's future. Julius Malema is not merely complaining, he is challenging the system. The youth of Togo are not merely protesting, they are prophesying a new era. So we ask you again, what kind of Africa do you want to see in your lifetime? One dominated by fear, manipulation, and foreign puppets? Or one built on justice, courage, and African dignity? Drop your thoughts in the comment section, respectfully and powerfully. Let this conversation be the beginning of a movement. Don't just watch, engage. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe to AfriPlus News Channel for more content that dares to say what others want. And if you value what we do here, support us. Become a channel member and keep this fire burning. You can also send us a super thanks. Every token helps us keep delivering independent, Pan-African journalism that serves you, not the system. Disclaimer: this video is based on publicly available statements and reports. It is intended for educational, analytical, and informational purposes only. AfriPlus News Channel does not endorse violence or political bias of any kind. We encourage respectful dialogue and critical thinking in line with YouTube community guidelines.